Many will be watching for an apology from Simmons over her handling of the saga.
And that's a festering wound that we would love to see an apology for.
In our community, a lot of people would like a formal apology in the House.
Unlikely, given Upston is defending her.
So you stand by what Penny Simmons did?
Absolutely. It was necessary. It was unfortunate. It was challenging. It created...
Hang on. How can it be necessary and unfortunate? It was necessary and it was unfortunate. Those two things shouldn't go together. If you said it was necessary, we had to make some hard decisions about whatever the policy is, that you can follow the logic. But it was necessary and unfortunate. Those two words shouldn't be put beside each other when you're not apologising for something you should be apologising for, albeit, as we've just heard those advocates say, a better place than where we once were, right? Acknowledging that.
Absolutely. It was necessary. It was unfortunate. It was challenging. It created an incredible amount of stress.
She lost her job because of it, though, the way that she handled it.
Look, it was a challenging time. It was a very big challenge that as a government we had to address.
You acknowledge, though, that the optics of it looked mean-spirited at the time.
I accept that it was incredibly challenging for disabled people.
Sometimes to step forward.
Nope.
No, that's not good enough.
Nope. That is ninth floor PR spin. We made a mistake. We got it wrong. The previous minister got it wrong under the leadership of the cabinet. We are correcting that today. Especially, I'm going to go back because let's just hear these words she uses, right? Because the words she uses, they all say, we did a really bad thing. All the words she uses was, we did a really bad thing, but you're standing by that decision. Yep. So you're standing by the decision of doing a really bad thing. Yep.
Unlikely, given Upston is
Listen to the
her.
words.
So you stand by what Penny Simmons did?
Absolutely. It was necessary. It was unfortunate.
It was necessary. It was unfortunate.
It was challenging.
Challenging.
It created an incredible amount of stress.
It created an incredible amount of stress. So you're saying
which
the decisions,
we are sorry.
Yes, the decisions that your government made created an immense amount of stress, but it was the right decision to make.
She lost her job because of it, though, the way that she handled it.
Look, it was a challenging time. It was a very big challenge.
Yeah, but it wasn't a challenging time for you. Do you not fucking get it? You chose to make decisions that made it a challenging time for some of New Zealand's most vulnerable people. Now is the time. You're writing the rights. You're writing the money. Good. But now is the time, after you say that, it was a challenging time, finish the sentence, for the people we put in those stressful times, and we apologise for it. It wasn't a challenging time for you. It was a challenging time for the people you were screwing over.
As a government, we had to address.
You acknowledge, though, that the optics of it looked mean-spirited at the time.
I accept that it was incredibly challenging for disabled people.
Sometimes to step forward, you have to step back. Sometimes you have to say, I'm sorry, and we all make mistakes. So being sorry is part of life.
But today, it seemed to be the hardest word.
I agree. Being sorry is sometimes a hard word to say. No, look, it's one of those things, Chewie, and we use this phrase not irregularly on this show. It's they didn't stick the landing. They corrected something in policy, right? I am a bit nervous about it. We'll wait to see how it pans out, because I've been involved in around primary schools when bulk funding came in, where the government basically goes, there's your money. When it's gone, it's gone. I'm nervous about that for the disabled sector. That's what they've literally said. Here's your money. When it's gone, it's gone. Because sometimes you may need more for an unforeseen reason. So I'm not like, I hear that they're the experts and they're going, it's good. Right, but I'm still like, okay, let's now see. It's good. Let's see how it pans out, and how about that apology? Like, it just seems, so hollow. Yeah.
Where's the harm? Like, it's not like one of those things of like, oh, if you have a traffic accident, never admit fault, or that sort of thing. Never say sorry, because that's you admitting fault. This is a government. Like, when we say that the disabled sector is they're some of New Zealand's most vulnerable, they're almost 100% reliant in some cases on government funding of getting an appointment to make sure that they have carers, that they have facilities, sometimes the tools to interact with the world and move around within it. Like, they're incredibly reliant of the government to see what they need to live a more full life. Like, can you imagine? Like, as able-bodied people, I'm the captain of my own ship. You know, I can go and do whatever the fuck I want within limits. A disabled person does not have that, and I think that's a very hard thing for fully abled people to put themselves in that headspace. You know, you see people that get injured, and they might experience just a little bit of that for a little while, and they get real mad and they get real frustrated and they get real emotional about it. Now imagine that's your life. And the government comes in and says, you don't deserve this money because we have an example, maybe, I'm not going to show you, of someone getting a haircut with government money, of going overseas for some reason that we won't discuss. Like, it was a shit way to talk to the disabled community, and I think it 100% deserves an acknowledgement and an apology, and they can do that. And it's just like, yes, you're saying sorry, but it's still saving face.
It's funny when we talk about the CEO Prime Minister. I've told the story before about how I made a silly comment on the radio once when I was doing Talkback about, I'll do $1 million giveaway, and I'd always say special conditions apply because I had a Zimbabwean $1 million bill. And the guy won, and I gave it to him. It was a funny overnight thing. And then he had to go at the place wanting $1 million. And my boss said to me, don't say sorry and don't admit that you were wrong, because as soon as you do that, they have culpability to come back against you. But this is not, even though he wants to be the CEO Prime Minister, this is not a business. This is a organisation, the government, that is charged with looking after New Zealanders, especially the most vulnerable. They're not going to come at you and sue you because you got it wrong and said you got it wrong. It's not. You cannot run the country like a business. The apology should be almost the first thing. And we got it wrong, so this is what we're doing to fix it. We really apologise. Decisions were made around the table. We are all culpable for it in cabinet. We got it wrong. You could even farm it off. We got some advice, and perhaps we should have looked further. You know, but the apology, I think, I'm not going to say is as important to the people who are missing out, because completely understand how stressful life became because of your decisions, National, without the money. But I just, it seems to be, you know, this government seems to be good at dehumanising things left, right and centre. Whether it's Māori, it feels dehumanising to go, we got it wrong, but we were still right. Off you go, here's your money. You know, it doesn't feel like that's what you should be doing to human beings you're charged with taking care of.